I welcome you all to the next video of chapter Carbon and its compounds. In our last video, as we have already discussed regarding homologous series, we have taken two of the examples of homologous series and we have understood what exactly the definition for homologous series. By considering some of the important characteristics for homologous series, I have got some of the important points here. Let me explain all those things one by one. So homologous series we have seen yesterday, it is going to be differed by one fixed unit. I had taken the example of series of alkanes. In those series of alkanes, there was a difference with one CH2 group, right? Such series of compounds or series of molecules is referred as homologous series, right? So this I have written here that successive members of homologous series will be differing by one CH2 unit. So yesterday I have told you this is CH3, this is CH2, this is CH3, right? If you are writing butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, it means that the next series of this molecule is differing by one CH2 unit. Or you can even say that it is differing by 14 mass unit. What does this mean? 14 mass unit means what? We have mass of carbon. Mass of carbon. We know mass of carbon, it is 12, right? So similarly, there will be a presence of two hydrogen atoms. Each hydrogen mass is 1. Each hydrogen mass is 1. So in total, how many hydrogen are there? 2 hydrogen are there. So H2 in the sense mass is 2. So 12 plus 2 comes out to be 14. This is referred as 14 mass unit. So 14 mass unit lindaದರೂ differ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಯಾವುದು? Series of molecules. Or they may differ by CH2 moiety. Even they will be considered as homologous series will be having a fixed or same functional group. Yesterday we have seen by taking the example of alcohols. Alcohols we had taken, OH was a functional group, right? For two-membered alcohol we said it as ethanol, then propanol, butanol, pentanol and so on. Similarly, we have considered alcoholic group is fixed for any homologous series, right? What I am telling you. So now last point it is all the members of homologous series will be showing same chemical property. If you are writing this as ethanol, CH3, CH2, OH. Next example you may consider CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Only the difference is one CH2 moiety. Here we have only one CH2, here we have two CH2 moieties. But the thing is, in both the cases we have functional group as alcohol itself. So both of these are referred as alcohols only. So both the alcohols will be showing same chemical property. So that is what these three important points are going to explain us for the homologous series, right? So important 3 points and they are explaining how we supposed to consider the homologous series. Once we understand homologous series kind of phenomenon properly, it is very easy for us to understand regarding the functional groups. So what are functional groups? How many types of functional groups are there for our syllabus and how to make use of them functional group? How to make use of functional group to name the given organic compounds. So with the help of functional group, we can easily write the names, that is nomenclature of organic compounds can be dealt very easily. So take the screenshot of these important 3 points. We'll move to functional group. So dear students, now let us begin with functional group. So let us define functional group, where all we can use these functional groups and how we make use of different types of functional groups. So all of you put the heading functional groups. So first and foremost, if you define functional group, this will be defined as atoms or group of atoms which are mainly going to characterize the property of that compound. I said atoms or group of atoms which mainly characterize the properties of that compound, right? This is referred as functional group. Let me tell you in detail. First, let me write the definition here. So I can write here as atoms or group of atoms, atoms or group of atoms which mainly characterizes chemical properties of that compound, chemical properties of that compound is referred as functional group, So how does we can understand this definition properly? By taking the example. Say for example, let me consider example of an alkane. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಅಂತನ ಕರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಆಲ್ ನೋ ದೇರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು. So for example, I have propane, CH3, CH2, CH3, right? What is the name of this compound? Name of this compound, it is referred as propane. ಹೌದಾ? ಯಾಕೆ? 3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, 1 2 3. ಸೊ 3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಪ್ರೋಪೇನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುವು? ಅಲ್ಕೇನ್ಸ್. ಆಲ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್, ಆಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ single bond compounds are called as alkanes. Are called as what? Alkanes. So ಇದು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೇಳತ್ತೀರಿ? Just there is a point here. See, so all these single bonded compounds, what we write, all those are considered as alkanes, and that single bond itself is represents for these compounds itself is the functional group. Whatever the single bond we write here, it will be considered as functional group of alkanes. Functional group for alkanes. Single bond ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಕೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತರವರೆಗೂ ನೀವೇನಂದ್ರಿ? ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನೈತಿ? ಬಾಂಡ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಐತಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅದಾವು? 3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. ಈ ತರ ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we will be having functional group in alkanes is single bond itself. ಇದೇ ತರ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ we can consider here. If you are considering a functional group for heteroatoms, so what do you mean by heteroatoms now? What do you mean by heteroatoms? Heteroatoms ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? So far we have discussed in the chapter hydrocarbons, we have spoken regarding carbon and hydrogen only. So those are the atoms which are apart from carbon and hydrogen are going to considered as heteroatoms. What are heteroatoms? Heteroatoms are those atoms which are other than carbon and hydrogen, ಯಾವು ಅಂತವಂದ್ರೆ ಸಲ್ಫರ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ರೈಟ್? ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಸಲ್ಫರ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and so on. So all these are considered as what? Heteroatoms. All these are considered as heteroatoms. There may be a presence of all these heteroatoms in a set of molecules. That time those are also considered as functional groups. So ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು alkane ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡು, if you are having an alkane with you, just by replacing this E, you have alkane, just by replacing this E, you are introducing the new word which is responded for all these atoms. That time it is considered as functional group. Say for example, we have already seen regarding OH. So OH is the functional group for alcohols. We know this one, right? So ಇವಾಗ ನಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, alkane ನಲ್ಲಿ E ಅನ್ನ replace ಮಾಡಿ, what I do, I will be replacing all. What I do, I will replace this E by all. What it would become? Alcohol. It will become alcohol, right? Alkane it is. Now it is becoming alcohol, OL. Or we can write here, exactly ಬರೀಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ alkanol. It will be written as alkanol. ALKN. ALKN ವರೆಗೂ ಏನೈತಿ? Same ಐತಿ. Only this E is replaced by OL. Then it is called as alkanol. Alkanol and alcohol, one or the other same. Alkanol ಅಂತಾದ್ರೂ ಕರೆದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಓಕೆ, alcohol ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಓಕೆ. Both are one or the other same. Now in general, if you are considering alkanes ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಿತ್ತು? ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ? ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಇವಾಗ E ಅನ್ನ ರೀಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು? OL we have introduced. As we have introduced OL here, it is referred as alkanol. Now functional group is differing. Functional group which is being changed here is considered as alcohol. Alcoholic group it is. Getting what I am telling you? ಈ ಥರ ಈ alkane ನಲ್ಲಿ E ಅನ್ನ replace ಮಾಡಿ, you can add sulfur, you can add oxygen. We have added oxygen, isn't it? Alkanol. You can add nitrogen or you can add any halogens. This is chlorine which is coming under the group or the halogen family we can call. ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಬರುವಂಥ ಈ ಮೆಂಬರನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Based on introduction of these atoms, we have several set of functional groups. So let us make some of the list here. By considering the list, we will write what should be the name for that particular group and how we supposed to consider that as a functional group. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಳಸಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು one by one let us understand. Okay, now let's see a set of molecules. As I already told you, there will be a presence of one heteroatom. Let us consider this as the first column. Our first column is heteroatom column. In the second column, let me write class of compounds. Class of compounds. So ಈ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದ, all those things we will consider. This is the second column I have. So this is my second column. In the third column I will be mentioning the functional group for particular that class of compounds. A class of compounds ಗೆ what should be the formula of that functional group we have to write. Formula of functional group. Formula of functional group. So let me consider very first heteroatom. I have given you certain set of heteroatoms. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ heteroatoms ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So in respect to that, let me consider either chlorine or let me consider bromine. Either chlorine or bromine. Both of these are considered as what? These are considered as halogens. ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್. ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ಸ್ಲಿಂದ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಏನು ಬಂತು? ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಬಂತು. ಹ್ಯಾಲೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಕೇನ್ಸ್, right? What I have told you, in alkane what we have to replace? We have to replace E. So just by replacing this one, we will be writing the respective hetero compounds. But remember, when you consider halogens will be written prefix. So these all are considered as prefix terms. Idorgu ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ? Prefix suffix means what? You know that one? Prefix suffix. So prefix is nothing but, I'll be writing here prefix and I'll be writing here suffix. Okay, so prefix ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ? ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂದ ನೇಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬರೆಯುವಂತ ವರ್ಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ನೇಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ written before the name of compound. Whereas suffix is considered as the term can be written after the name. Term can be written after name of a compound. ಏನು ಹಿಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ? So now alkane ಅನ್ನ ತಗೋತಿದ್ವಿ. We had taken alkane. We were replacing E. E ಅನ್ನ replace ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಂತ ಬರೀತಿದ್ವಿ? Alkanol. What we used to write? We used to write alkanol. Means this is considered as suffix. Because name is written first, last word is written later. Name alkane. Up to here it is written same. Only the thing is last word, that is next word is written later. That time those are considered as examples of suffix, right? Now what is the main difference between suffix and prefix? Prefix is nothing but the word or anything which is written before the name of the compound. Andre see here I have alkane, right? Same avaglinda example tagota idini. Prefix means should be written before the name of the compound. Before the name means prefix. This is name start ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ನಾವನ್ನ prefix ಅನ್ನ. So what I consider, what I have here? Chlorine. I have bromine. So I will be writing chloroalkane. Or I would write bromoalkane. So can you see here? Bromo and chloro are going to be written before the name of this alkane. We are writing chloro, bromo before the name of the alkanes. So these are referred as what? Prefixes. For all halogen compounds, we generally prefer writing of prefix rather writing the suffix. ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ನಾವೇನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಪ್ರಿಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವೆರಾಸ್ ಸಮ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸಸ್. Okay, so now see, let us consider some of the examples also. So ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, heteroatom it is Cl or Br. So if suppose you have any alkanes, for that alkane Cl or Br is directly attached. We know Cl and Br are considered as halogens. Now the class of compounds will become haloalkanes. class of compounds will become haloalkanes. Fine. So now next what I supposed to tell you? I supposed to tell you how we should write that functional group. First ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು Cl ಅಥವಾ or it is Cl ಅಥವಾ Br ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೆ ಹೌದಾ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೌ ಶುಡ್ ಐ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? dash Cl or dash Br. This dash indicates there is a long carbon chain behind that. There is a long carbon chain is present behind that, right? Say for example, na ಏನು ತಗೋತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH3 CH2 Cl, or I will consider CH3 CH2 CH2 Br. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೋರಿ, ನೋ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಈಥೇನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ತಗೋರಿ, ಪ್ರೋಪೇನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ತಗೋರಿ, ನೋ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. Just by replacing one of the hydrogen, I have introduced Cl. Now this dash, what I have written here, indicates there is a long carbon chain is present behind these functional groups. There is a long carbon chain is present behind these functional groups. Now it is referred as chloroethane, and this is referred as prop. 3 carbon are there, bromopropane, and representation of functional group is simply like this, dash Cl and dash Br. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಈಥೇನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ರೋಪೇನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬ್ಯೂಟೇನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ? Cl and Br. For particularly halogens, we generally make use of what? Prefixes. Prefix is nothing but halo, right? So this is first heteroatom we have understood properly, right? If we are considering second heteroatom, what is that second heteroatom? We have oxygen. So with the help of oxygen we can trace out number of functional groups. Very first molecule you will be writing for oxygen atom, it is referred as alcohol. It is referred as alcohol, right? So how to represent alcohols? Alcohols functional group will be represented as dash OH. So they will ask you for 1 marks. Write the functional group for alcohols. What you will write? Dash OH. Write the functional group for haloalkanes. What you will write? Dash Cl, dash Br. Like that you will be writing. Similarly, you are considering the second set of compound. This is first one, this is second one we have. Here heteroatom is again oxygen itself. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ heteroatom ಯಾವುದೈತಿ? Oxygen ಐತಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ itself is the heteroatom. What is that? Aldehyde. That is considered as aldehyde. So remember students, aldehyde functional group is dash CHO. Dash CHO is the functional group for aldehydes. Likewise, I would consider here ketones. Likewise, I will consider here ketones. Why I have written ketones here? For ketones also I have oxygen itself is the heteroatom. So how to represent that one? See, C double bond O. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ ಈ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರೋದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಅರ್ಥ? ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇಂದ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಚೈನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಐತಲ್ರಿ? ನೋ, ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ CHO it is, but ಇಲ್ಲೇ H ಇಲ್ಲ, this is single bond. Here long carbon chain is there, here also long carbon chain itself is there. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಚೈನ್ ಐತಿ. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಚೈನ್ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೀಟೋನ್, ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಚೈನ್ ಇದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ that is called as aldehyde, right? So for alcohols also we have OH, and for aldehydes also we have oxygen is the heteroatom. For ketones also we have oxygen itself is the heteroatom. Then we have last class of compound, that is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acids. So how to represent the functional group for carboxylic acids? So it will be represented as C double bond O OH. It will be written as C ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಓ ಎಚ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಆಲ್ಡಿ ಸಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಓ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬಂತು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಓ ಎಚ್ ಬಂತು. ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೆಫರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್ that compulsorily you have to memorize all these class of compounds along with their functional group. ಯಾರೇ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೈಲೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು? ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಆರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೋಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಹೈಲೋಜನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯು ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಓ ಎಚ್. And aldehydes functional group ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ what you have to write? Aldehydes dash CHO. Similarly, when you are asked for ketones ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ what you have to write? ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಏನಿರ್ತದ? ಡ್ಯಾಶ್. ಸಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಓ. ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇರೋದು ಏನನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ? ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇರೋದು, ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಏನೈತಪ್ಪ? ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಚೈನ್ ಐತಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನೈತಿ? ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಐತಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಏನೈತಿ? ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಚೈನ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಓ ಎಚ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಓ ಎಚ್. C double bond OH, or it will be directly written or it will be directly written as COOH. It will be considered as the functional group of our carboxylic acid, right? So by using these functional groups, let us consider many of the examples to make the things very clear how we supposed to make use of these functional groups while writing the name of the compounds. So what you have to do now, you have to take this column and you have to by heart and you have to practice all these class of compounds respectively their functional groups. Once you understand these two columns, it will be very easier for us to understand the names of the given compounds. Take a screenshot, we'll move to next.